Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into model inheritance in Django. If you are looking to understand how to structure your Django models for more effective and cleaner code, this video is for you. Let's get started. First of all, we have to understand what is model inheritance. Model inheritance in Django allows you to create a base model with common fields and then create subclasses that inherit these fields. This is particularly useful when you have several models that share a lot of common data. There are three types of model inheritance in Django. We have abstract base classes, we have multi-table inheritance, we have proxy model. So we are going to go through all these three types of model inheritance in Django and give you examples on each. So before we get started on them, I want to take you through my project structure. The first thing I did was to create the virtual environment and then activated that virtual environment and then installed Django and then created my Django project, which is called model inheritance. After that, I created the app, this one, and then added that app inside my installed app list. Okay, so let's run the server first. Okay, before we run the server, let's create the super user. So using Python manage.py, you need to migrate first and then create super user. Python manage.py, create super user, you call him admin, username admin, email, let me use my own email at gmail.com, password, you can choose any password that you want. Super user created successfully. Now let us run the server. So Python manage.py run server. Okay, so let's go to our browser. You can see the install worked successful. Congratulations. So that means we have set our project successfully. So let's navigate to our backend, that is admin interface, and then use the credentials that we created for our super user. Perfect. Now we need to create those models. So since we are going to give example on each model inheritance type, so let's start with the first one. Let's start with abstract base classes. So first let's talk about base classes. These are models that are not meant to be used directly. Instead, other models will inherit from them. So let's do an example so that you can see how other models can inherit from those classes. So let's say we have class common info, then have models dot model, and then let's have the common fields that we want other models to inherit. Okay, so let's have a field called created at that is your models dot datetime field, then auto now add goes to true, and then let's have updated at those models dot date time field auto now equals to true. Okay, so basically what we want is we want other class models to inherit these fields, okay, from common info. So to ensure that is true, we have to tell Django that treat this common info model as an abstract. How do you do that? So to do that, you have to define class meta, and then say abstract equals to true. Okay, so once you add this abstract equals to true, Django will know that this class common info is an abstract class. It will not be used directly, but other model classes will inherit all these fields inside common info. So let's create another class so that it can inherit this common info. Okay, so let's create a class called student, say models dot model, and then in student we have name equals to models, it takes character field, and we have to define max length, let's say 100, and then we have age equals to models dot integer field. Okay, so this is how you define your models in a normal way. But if you want this model class student to inherit these fields from common info, you have to inherit this class, and to do that you have to change and say, instead of inheriting from models dot model, you need to inherit this class, say common info. So that means this table student will be created with the following fields. We'll have name, we'll have age, we'll have created at, and updated at. So it will have 4 fields. Okay, we can also decide to add another class, say class teacher, and then we also need to inherit these 2 fields. So we will have common info. Okay, and then on the teacher we have the name, which equals to models dot character field. When you define a character field, you must also define the max length, say 255, and then let's say subject models dot character field as well, say character field, field. Okay, define max length 255. So you can see both student and teacher models inherit from common info. So that means student table will have 4 fields, that is name, age, created at, updated at. Okay, also the teacher will as well have name, subject, created at, updated at. Okay, so let's register our models right here. So let's say from dot models import student and teacher. Okay, and then let us let's say admin dot site dot register student, admin dot site dot register say teacher. You can notice that we have not registered our common info because this is an abstract class. Okay, this is an abstract model class, so you don't need to register it on your admin because the other two models are inheriting from common info. So once we do that, let me stop the server and let me make migrations. So Python manage.py make migrations, Python manage.py migrate. Okay, so let me run the server again. Perfect. So if you come right here, you will see we have student and teachers. So if I open the students and try to create the student, we expect the student to have 4 fields. You have 2 fields. Let me add the student. Save. Let's customize this admin interface for students so that we can see how many fields he has exactly. Okay, because created that and updated that are date time field, you don't input them directly. So let us customize the admin interface. So let's say admin dot register. Okay, let me register the student, and then let me define class student admin, and then admin dot model admin. So let me list display. Let's have name. Okay, let's have age, because we have on student we have name and age, and also we are inheriting these 2 fields. So let me add them, created that and updated that. So let me add created that, created at, and then updated at. Okay, so if I come right here and refresh, you can see we have 4 fields. Okay, we have the name, we have the age, we have created that, updated that. Okay, so the class student has inherited these 2 fields from common info. Okay, so you can see the student had 2 fields defined and also inherited these fields from common info. Okay, so that is how you do abstract based classes. So in that example, common info is an abstract based class. Both student and teacher inherits the created at and updated at fields from common info. So this is very crucial because it helps you avoid common code duplication. Okay, having said that, let's go to the second. Let me clear this. Clear this is as well as this. So the first example was abstract based classes. So we are going to the second type of model inheritance in Django, that is multi-table inheritance. Okay, so next we have multi-table inheritance. This creates a separate database table for each model in the inheritance chain. It is useful when you want to extend an existing model with additional fields. Okay, it is very crucial to understand this, that it is useful when you want to extend an existing models with additional database. So let's do an example. Let's do an example for multi-table inheritance. So let's say we have class person inheriting from models dot model, and then let's define the fields of this person. Let's say one name takes a character field, so models dot char field. Let's define max length 255, and then we have the age, say models dot integer field, say integer field. Okay, and then we have another class, let's say class employee. So let's say class employee models dot model. And then this employee, we have job title, for example. We have job title, and say models dot char field, define max length, say 255. And then we have salary. We will have models dot decimal field, and we have max digits, let's say 10, and let's define our decimal places. Let's say decimal places, let's say 2. Okay, so for you to implement multi-table inheritance, we want this employee to have a name, age, job title, and salary. So we will inherit this person, class person here. Okay, so instead of inheriting from models.model, we will inherit person right here. Okay, so the employee, both class models will be created in our database, but class employee will have 4 fields, that is job title, salary, name, age. Okay, let's confirm that. So let's register this. So from models, from dot models, import person, and then import employee. Let's register those model names using decorator. So admin dot register, let's start with the person. Okay, and then we say class person admin, maybe admin dot model admin. Serve list display, we want to display the person has only 2 fields, that is name and age. So let's have name, and we have the age. Okay, now let's register our employee. So let's say at admin dot register, say employee, and then let's do class employee admin. So admin dot model admin, and then we have list display. So since our employee class is inheriting person class, so we expect employee class to have 4 fields, that is name, age, job title, salary. Okay, so we will have name, we have age, and we will have job title, and we will have salary. So basically this, when you inherit a class directly, this table will be created with all the fields in the model class that you inherited. For us is person, so that means employee table will be created with all the fields in person table. Okay, so once we have done that, so we expect employee to have 4 classes, 4 fields, not classes, 4 fields, because it will inherit these 2 fields as well, that is name, and as person will only have 2 fields. Okay, so let's do migrations. So let's say python manage.py, make migrations, and then say python manage.py migrate. Let me run the server again. Run the server, and then let us go back to our admin interface. Okay, so let me refresh. Okay, I deleted that, so let me just go back. Okay, you can see we have the employees class and person class. Both classes were created, but when you create a person class, you can see it has only 2 fields. Okay, let me say from, let me say age 25 and save. You can see it only has name and age, but for the employees, let me say the employees, you can see it has name, age, job title, salary. That means it inherited these 2 fields from the person field. So for multi-table inheritance, both classes or all classes will be created in your database, but the main thing is that it is used to extend the already existing classes with different fields that are inherited from the other class models. Okay, so in this example that we have done here, this example, employee inherits from the person, right? Django will create tables for person and employee. As you have seen that we have both classes created, that we have employees and person. We'll have and both will have a one-to-one relationship. These classes will have one-to-one relationship. Okay, so employee will have one-to-one relationship with the person. Okay, so that is multi-table inheritance. So let's move to the third model inheritance type in Django, which is proxy models. Okay, let me clear this again. Clear this. So we have another one called proxy models. So lastly, let's discuss proxy models. proxy models, these models don't add any new fields to the database but allows you to change the behavior of the model, such as adding new methods or changing the default manager. Let's have an example. Let's have let me return this. Let me remove this one. Okay, let's have class person. Okay, so proxy models, they change the behavior of the model, such as adding new methods or changing the default manager. This is how they are done. So you can define class person proxy, and then you inherit the class that you want to proxy, that is person. Okay, and then you define class meta inside that proxy class model. So class meta, and then you say if you want Django to identify this class as the proxy class, so you have to define it as proxy equals to true, right? And then define your method that you want to change the behavior. So let's say this person is an adult if and only if his age is greater than or equal to 18 years. So you can define a method, and say is adult, okay, and that is self, and then is adult if, let's return self, no, not that, return self dot age is greater than or equal to 18. So basically is we have changed the behavior of this class. Okay, we have changed the behavior of this class. We have said that the person will only be considered if the age is greater than or equal to 18. That person will be considered as an adult. Okay, so in this example, person proxy is a proxy model for persons. You can see we have defined proxy equals to true, telling Django that person proxy is a proxy model for the person. You can see we have inherited person. Okay, so this proxy model is a proxy model for person model. Okay, it doesn't create a new table but allows us to add the is adult method to the person model. So we have created this method to the person model, right? So that is how you define proxy models. So in conclusion, that is a quick overview of model inheritance in Django. It is a powerful feature that can help you write cleaner and more maintainable code. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Django tips and tutorials. See you in the next video.